Hi fellow artists, my name is Lauren. I'm the artist behind Potato Art Studios, and in today's video I'll be reviewing my order from Vistaprint. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about the ordering prices, the process, the shipping times, and all of that stuff, just keep on watching. So I've already opened the box, but this is basically how my order came in from Vistaprint. So on the left is my pack of 250 rack cards, which are basically like a thicker brochure, and this is just packing material. So the thing that I was most worried about is your printed materials not having sufficient packing, so it would basically jostle around inside the box and that would cause damage to the corners. But Vistaprint does do a pretty good job at making sure that everything is snugly packed in your order so that your printed materials do not receive any damage. So I'm going to just remove the packing material and show you the wrap cards. So if you order in quantities of 250 or multiples of 250, they will be bundled like this. So it's shrink wrapped and bound with this clear band you see here. So I'll give you a little background about my order history later on in the video, but my order was just for 250 rack cards. So I'm going to pause the camera and open it and show you what it looks like. So I thought it'd be helpful to have my cutting mat on the table so that you can get an idea of the scale. So these rack cards are about 4 inches by 9 inches, I believe, and this is just a cover that you have, and these are my rack cards. So I had ordered these for future art fairs or pet expos that I'm planning on attending later this year. So I had these printed and I have a little coupon code for free shipping. So I basically have 250 in this stack here. So for my rack card order, I decided to go with the shiny front and matte back. So the glossy front I thought was a little bit more professional and attractive looking, and so I designed my own rack cards from my own template in Affinity Designer, I believe, which is kind of like a Adobe Illustrator equivalent but much more affordable. And so the colors I used for my cards here are also supposed to match the gift certificates so that my printed materials are consistent between each other. This is just a close-up of the front, and the text is quite sharp. And the photo I chose to use is just an example of a past pet portrait I did with pastels, and I have just a coupon code I made. And this is the back side, so you can see I have my social media, email, Etsy store, website, all listed on the front there. So it's basically the template I used for my business card. I put on the top of the back side of the rack card, and I have just a little bio about me and my services, and I have details about the coupon ordering or coupon redeeming. So I am pretty pleased. This is the first time I have ordered any kind of printed material besides business cards, so I felt like more of like a pro in a way for having my own brochure. So yeah, these are my rack cards. So when I initially placed my order, I had placed an order for 1,000 rack cards and 250 gift certificates, and of the 1,000 rack cards, about 250 of them were miscut. So what I mean by that is that a fourth of the rack cards I ordered in the first batch, there was a margin to the right of the cover, and that was just their cutting machine was misaligned or something went wrong with the cutting process. So there was basically this really ugly white border on the right hand side of 250 of my cards, and I tossed them away because I was pretty upset. But I did call customer service and I told them the problem because it was not a problem on my end because I knew that I uploaded the correct file size and file dimensions. So it was not a fault on my end, it was a fault on Vistaprint's end. So when I called the customer service representative, the woman I talked to basically did a check to make sure my file size was correct, and it was. So Vistaprint acknowledged that the fault was with them, not me. So because it was their fault, they agreed to send over a replacement, so that's why I have 250 in the box I just showed you. And thankfully the 250 they sent as the replacement are cut correctly. These are a few of my gift certificates I ordered, and the reason again why I wanted to order the gift certificates and brochures from the same place is so that I knew that the colors would be consistent. So whenever you order printing from any facility, they have their inks calibrated to a certain standard, but there are going to be slight varying parts of it that you cannot control on your end until you receive your printed products. So for my brochures, the top and bottom of this really dark blue that I liked, I used that same color for my gift certificate border, and you can see that because they're using the same printing facilities, that the color is consistent between the two. And I think that's a small detail, but a detail I wanted to make sure that I paid attention to, so my colors on my printed items were going to be consistent. So for my gift certificates, I ordered 250 of these, and let me show you just one at a time. So they are the same dimensions as the rack card, so these do fit in a standard envelope, a letter envelope, so I don't need to buy special envelopes for gift certificates. But you'll notice, I'm not sure if you can see, so there is a very, very slight misalignment, but because of the bleed area, which is the border that they tell you to design in your printed material, because the bleed is just a solid color, I don't have a ugly white border or miscut anywhere, but the top part is slightly wider than the bottom border, if you can see that. So if I have it aligned, let me see if you can see that. So it's very, very slightly misaligned. If I were to design this over again, I would probably opt to have a slight gradient instead of a harsh transition line like I did here, but I'm okay with this product. It's very, very minor. The misalignment is only like a 32nd of an inch, so it's quite minor, and I still think it looks very professional. So I'm pretty happy. I'm not 100% happy, but I'm fairly happy with the quality of my gift certificates. So because my rack card order, 25% of the 1,000 were misprinted or miscut, after I contacted customer service the day I received my order, they basically issued a reorder or reprint of 250 that same day. So I had an email sent to me that same day saying that they were going to give me the replacement free of charge and with free shipping. So if you are ordering printed materials from Vistaprint and you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I need to order 500 or 1,000, I would opt to order more than what you need, because they do give you discounts for higher quantity orders. And if you order more than what you need, if there is a misprint or a problem with the alignment for the cutting, like I had, you'll still have a sufficient number of printed materials on hand for your event or your advertising campaign. So when in doubt, order more. That would be my #1 advice. So I'm going to have a breakdown of the pricing of what I paid for on the left-hand side of the screen here. So you can kind of get an idea of how much it cost me to print my rack cards for my brochure and my gift certificate. As with all online ordering, definitely do some research on your own to figure out if the pricing is within your budget. I decided to go at Vistaprint because they have been an established website and their prices were fairly competitive with the other websites I was looking at. When I ordered my rack cards and gift certificates, there was a promotion going on, so that included both of the items that I planned on ordering. The one downside with Vistaprint is that they always charge for shipping. So unlike other places where if you meet a minimum order amount, they give you free shipping, with Vistaprint you will always pay about $10 for shipping. So that will kind of offset some of the savings you would normally get from their discount or coupon code going on. So definitely take that into consideration when you're placing your order. If you'd like to know more about the software I used, I'll link the software down below in the description box. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video.